Welcome back to Buffalo Main Event. Bob Gaughan along with Brad Ryder. It's now time for us to answer your questions from the website, the O email segment. First email comes from Tom in Cheektowaga. Brady writes, is there any chance that Turner Gill is the coach of UB next year?
Sure. Very simple. Somebody else gets hired at Nebraska. I mean, that's, to me, that's his dream job. That's the one that pulls him away. I think he likes what he's doing. I think he likes the project that he's gotten himself involved in, and it's been going very well. All things considered, the UB football program is sort of on the map, which is a lot more than we could say 2-3 years ago. So I think he likes the project. I think he likes what he's doing. But if Nebraska comes calling, and Bill Callahan's not going to be there.
No. But there is another answer there.
There are a couple of other answers there.
Right. One being Bo Pelini, who's the defensive coordinator at LSU. Oh, by the way, LSU might win the national championship this year. Bo Pelini was the interim coach before they hired Callahan. That's a pretty attractive guy. I mean, if I'm Nebraska, do I go with the unproven Turner Gill, who's won, but at UB, or do I go with a guy, Bo Pelini, who I've seen, who might win the national championship as defensive coordinator at LSU? I'm thinking if I'm Nebraska, I might go with Pelini. It's not a lock that they would take Turner Gill over him.
It's a lock that he'd have an interview. It's a lock that he's in the conversation. But that's about as far as it goes.
Right.
And
he might get a job offer, but it might be SMU. And SMU is not Nebraska.
No, well, it's not 100%, yes, I'm gone, yes, I'm ditching what I'm doing right now. SMU, fine. At least there's some consideration for UB at that point.
Right.
Cornhuskers come calling.
Forget
you're
it.
gone.
Yeah, and he's leaving the situation a lot better than when he came to the situation, which gives you a higher level of coach that you can go after.
And they still have a big-time AD in Ward Manuel. Ward Manuel is the connection that got them to Turner Gill. Ward Manuel stays here. I think they're in decent shape. All things considered. If he goes away, I don't want him to leave. UB certainly doesn't want him to leave. If he does, they're still in a pretty decent spot right now with Ward Manuel as the athletic director. All right, the second email comes from Bill in Fredonia. It says, taking into account the Bills should have beaten Dallas on Monday night, do the Bills have a legitimate chance against New England? Bob.
Well, I didn't think they had a legitimate chance against Dallas. And I was totally shocked that they should have won that game. So coming into this game, I would say there's no chance whatsoever against New England. I hope I'm proven wrong. Sure. And I will say this. I didn't think New England was that great against Indianapolis. I thought they should have lost to Indianapolis. Right. Of course, it was in Indianapolis, and I thought the Colts outplayed them, and I thought they were kind of lucky to come away from that with a victory. Now, certainly the Bills are not the Colts, and J.P. Lossman or Trent Edwards is not Peyton Manning. But do they have a chance? Yes, on the radar screen, I think there is a blip of a chance.
There's a blip of a chance in the same way that any team can win on any given Sunday, and that's as far as it goes. I do think, though, that this Sunday night atmosphere gives them a little extra push. It turns it from just a game against a big rival that also happens to be a superpower. It gives it a little bit more. Gives it a little more juice. Gives the fans a little bit more time in the parking lot. It gives the atmosphere a little more kick. And I think that gives them a chance to be in a fight. They're going to have to take the ball away. They're going to have to do it almost like they did against Dallas when they won, or picked the ball off 6 times. Still didn't win that game, but it's going to have to be a similar formula for them to compete.
Thank you for your emails. Remember to go to the website and email us for next week. Coming up, we're going to talk with Kevin Sylvester of the Buffalo Sabres on Buffalo Main Event.